today I'm sitting with Russell Curtis at the IBV Privé, and it's a good opportunity to speak about tourism and what's happening in Durban. We've just had the Investec Sunshine Tour Golf Championships.
Indeed.
And it fits within the Presidential Working Group on Tourism.
Correct.
Russell, can you tell us a little bit more about the recent tournament?
With pleasure, Gayle, and thank you everyone for tuning in. It's my great opportunity to just share some of the inner workings of great things happening in the city of Durban in partnership with national leadership and business leadership. So Gayle, you and many of the viewers will know of these presidential eThekwini working groups. They started slowly, but they're starting to gain traction and delivery now. They're starting to be admired by others. I see President Ramaphosa is promising Johannesburg that they can learn from us and start mimicking some of the hard work. And one of those work streams is focused exclusively on tourism. Tourism is one of the jewels of the Durban and KwaZulu-Natal region. You know, KZN, nearly the same size as Portugal, 600 kilometers of coastline. And what we often say is the colors of the rainbow nation, in fact, burn brightest from our region. And so that focus on tourism specifically brings the Minister and DG of National Tourism, likewise the MEC and Premier, likewise the Mayor and our tourism and investment authorities in the city of Durban, partnering with the business structures. So the likes of the Tourism Business Council of South Africa, the likes of FedHasa, and then some of the public sector agencies, SA Tourism, etc. And so that Presidential eThekwini Working Group on Tourism has three main parts to it. The first is what they call product development, investment and infrastructure. So product development, trying to improve the government-owned assets, the promenades, the cultural historical sites and many others. Investment, well, that's a no-brainer. We need a London Eye, we need a Ski Dubai, we've got a Club Med that's coming out the ground and many other good things. And then the infrastructure is the obvious one. It's the water, the power, the roads that feed into those facilities. So that's one main focal point. The second is around marketing and communications. So trying to shift the narrative, trying to bend the arc of perception back to the positive, trying to get the good messages out, and then also trying to attract more events, more tourism events across different sporting codes, across different professional bodies, across different industries, film, etc., etc. So that one is around marketing, communications, and events is the second. And the third is you might call it a hygiene factor, something that must be a given, and that's safety and security. So there's a very strong focus on the safety and security. Metro Police have got a coastal and tourism policing division. Private sector are looking to provide them with more assets so they can be more effective, which is great. And partnering with SAPS and then the big asset owners and the big companies to ensure a seamless and safe environment. Quite often starting to use new technology, so increasing cameras, CCTV, even drones we've been using lately to ensure that safety and security. So the Presidential eThekwini Working Group on Tourism is really starting to gain traction and starting to bring those partnerships together for practical benefit. And it's going to continue to help us secure and maintain, whether it's more investments, as I said, whether it's now, let's call it a Durban Eye, not a London Eye. And let's not call it a Ski Dubai, let's call it a Ski Durban. And Club Med coming out the ground, Hilton Hotel recapitalizing, Ushaka Marine World recapitalizing and diversifying that whole Durban Point development in partnership with our Malaysians. So it's helping to accelerate a lot more capital investments by private sector and public sector, and helping to change the narrative and keep our tourists safe and secure.
That's great. And how did the recent golf tournament elevate Durban?
Yeah. So Gayle, thank you for pointing that out to me right at the start. So it is long official name. It's the DP World Tour. Yeah. Investec SA Open Golf Championship.
Okay, great.
So it's really a gem in the tourism crown. It's the second oldest national open golf championship on the planet. The Open Championship in the UK is the oldest. We're actually the second oldest.
Okay.
We partnered with DP World, who are the lead global sponsors on the DP World Tour, and Investec as the lead South African sponsor and partner, together with the likes of Johnson Workwear, who've invested significant amounts of money in upgrading Durban Country Club. And we attracted that tournament and we secured that tournament for the benefit of Durban. It was 10 or 15 years ago that the last time it was hosted here in Durban, so we're very pleased to have it off the back of that private sector reinvestment in the Durban Country Club. The Durban Country Club, although she's 100 years old, for most of those 100 years, she has been in the top 100 golf courses on the world. And if you just think in the last 20, 30 years, how many golf courses have come around? So we're taking our gracious old lady back into trying to get her into that top 100 golf courses around the world. So the tournament was a great success. We as Invest Durban, with our partners in eThekwini Metro, were the host city. So we also invested in it very significantly. And people might want to know why. Why did we spend taxpayer money in investing in a golf tournament? Well, one simple answer: the camera and the people on the other side of the camera. It was the single largest televised event globally in Durban's history. Whether you want to take Durban as being founded 200 years ago on the 7th of August 1824 between King Shaka and representatives of the King and Queen of England, it was the single largest televised event. Audited, it went to over 500 million homes globally.
That's really impressive.
And not just in a 1-hour match, but over a 4-day period. So we all invested in it because it starts to bring Durban onto the radar screen of nearly 1 billion people globally. And then we're all visual human beings. When we see the beauty of the golf course and the beauty of the city, and we realize how far dollars and pounds and euros and won can take us, well, we're hoping it'll pay dividends. So we're very happy that a young South African with roots to Durban won the championship for us.
Yes.
We were rooting for him. I myself had the opportunity of walking most of the day with him the day before, and we were absolutely thrilled that a young local South African, the first player of colour to win the SA Open Golf Championship since it originated in 1903.
We can really celebrate.
I was trying to check my heart rate. I don't know what it is. How does this feel? Dylan Naidu, South African Open champion.
I don't know what to say, Oji. I really don't know what to say after a lot of really difficult times. A lot of times where I thought I'd do this earlier in my career. A lot of times where, wow, I don't know what to say. This is a special moment for me. It's a special moment for everybody here in Durban. It's overwhelming. Jeepers.
I can imagine.
Absolutely. And so that wasn't just a one-off flash in the pan for us. We've partnered with the Sunshine Tour and Swing Through Africa with a series of events linked to that. And so we're going to continue to build on a series of events around golf and lifestyle development. It's part of a new national strategy, provincial and metro strategy, to look at all of these opportunities, in this case for sport tourism, which Durban is best placed. With our unique weather, we can enjoy the outdoors pretty much better than most places in South Africa year long.
Definitely. So it's a continued effort to really elevate Durban's status as a tourist destination and get it out there into the world. So really great.
Absolutely.
Sounds a good opportunity.
It was indeed. Thank you, Gayle. And thanks to all of our patriots and our Durban citizens and residents for supporting not only that event, but every event. We need to get out there and we need to invest our own family money and reclaim spaces for our families and our future.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Russell. I really appreciate your words today. Thank you.
My pleasure.